Good evening, Bahamas. Coming up tonight, the opposition leader defends his style of leadership. Questions over the primary healthcare phase of NHI. Central Eleuthera residents purchased their own fire truck, plus world-class athletes in town for the Chris Brown Bahamas Invitational. Welcome to our news. I'm Kyle Joaquin. Thanks for joining us. Topping news tonight. We're just over a year from what is shaping up to be one pretty interesting general election. And as the political season heats up, our news sat down with opposition leader Dr. Minnis, who has received a lot of criticism for his style of leadership and ability to lead the FNM. Despite all that, though, Minnis said he's confident he can secure a victory for the FNM in 2017.
My concentration especially is with helping the people. The people knows that I am sincere. The people knows that I am passionate. And the people knows that I want to deal with this income inequality so that we can uplift our people. That's my interest. That's my interest. I see too much suffering, pain and suffering, having grown up within that environment myself. And my job, I feel I was put here to uplift individuals so as to expand the middle class and shrink poverty, improve the quality of life. That's all I'm concerned about.
While scandal has rocked this Christie administration's term in office, the FNM didn't quite dodge the bullet. Most recently, the party's chairman resigned amid concerns over his involvement in the Louis Bacon-Peter Nygaard controversy. Minnis was also embroiled in the matter after he admitted in Parliament that he met with one of the alleged gang members. He was ridiculed by the PLP for that admission. However, the FNM leader said he's not worried about the naysayers.
I'm not concerned about myself, so what they say about me, their attacks, that is totally immaterial. I'm more concerned about the people.
The FNM has a convention scheduled for November. At that time, all seats will be up for grabs, including that of leader. And as the party prepares its manifesto and plan for governance to present to the electorate, here's what Minnis says the people should expect from an FNM government under his leadership.
Being led or being told, people want to be involved. Right. This is not the same generation of yesteryear. It's a new generation. It's a more intelligent generation, and they have a lot to offer.
Well, there are more concerns arising over the government's national health insurance plan. Earlier this week, more than 2,000 healthcare and insurance professionals who strongly oppose national health insurance formed the United Healthcare Reform Alliance. The group called the current version of the NHI plan flawed and unsuitable for the Bahamas. And now the Bahamas Association of Primary Care Physicians, which represents the primary care aspect of NHI, has a few concerns about the policies being put in place, one of them being the primary care medical home.
All of the intricacies involved in developing this home, and we see that quite clearly a lot of established, the best primary care doctors, GPs, family medicine, internists, pediatricians, can very well easily be excluded from this because of the strict stipulations. We've brought this up before. We've been told that it's something that, they can work with, but no changes have been made to this point, and it appears that the legislation is still going forward.
She said point blank, the association cannot stand for it.
Our patients are in our care. We've established a long-term relationship with them, private and public. And, what is going to happen to the patient when your physician or your primary care physician of 30, 40 years now is no longer able to take part in this, in the current format of the universal health care? What is that going to do for the care of that patient who now has to go and find someone else who they may not feel comfortable with, who does not have all of their medical records?
But she said that's just one of the issues the primary care doctors have at this point. She said there are several that she hopes the government would at least listen to and then address effectively.
We have several issues that we needed to deal with. If the government, in its wisdom, decides that they will work with us, hear what we have to say, and know that we are doing this not for, as was previously stated, for greedy doctors, but we have been in the system for years. We came home because we wanted to. We know these patients, we know the culture, we've traveled through all the islands, we know the conditions of these public healthcare systems.
In other news, a 75-year-old man is tonight recovering from emergency surgery. This after he was shot during a home invasion early this morning. We're told the man was shot as robbers made their way into his Cable Beach home. Our news understands he is Charles McCartney, a well-known businessman and Rotarian of West Nassau. Police are appealing to anyone with information to contact them at 911-919 or Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS. Well, as we speak, athletes are ripping up the track at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium for the Chris Brown Bahamas Invitational. As expected, Team USA brought a pretty strong contingent, and one of the athletes people are more excited to see is Justin Gatlin, one of the fastest men in the world. He said he really started taking track seriously in middle school, but never imagined being this big of a track star.
You know, I didn't look too far in the future. I looked at every step of the way. So I wanted to be the best in my school, wanted to be the best in the state, wanted to be the best in the nation, and now here I am in the Bahamas, enjoying myself.
American sprinters Isaiah Young and Jeff Demps are also looking to make some waves, but they said because they get to compete in paradise, it doesn't even feel like work.
Oh, it's no work. It's never work. You know, it's all fun, man. You gotta love it.
This is an Olympic year. What else can we expect from you two today?
Well, I mean, of course, you know, the trials are coming up, so pretty much we're just running, getting ready for the trials.
This was also the first time in the Bahamas for a few of the U.S.'s female hurdlers.
Well, we're expecting to run very, very fast, definitely, and, you know, I think we all kind of got our standard mark for USA trials, so next thing is using this meet to progress and just put down some really nice times.
Yeah, like what she said, you know, we're just trying to build off of what we do in practice, and, you know, hopefully that'll come out tomorrow. You know, we want to run well, we want to continue to progress, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah, just definitely going off of what both of them said, this is definitely like a good marker of where our training's at and like what we need to continue to work on to Rio. So
we asked all of the athletes what is their favorite part about being in the Bahamas.
Wow, that pretty white sand and that blue water. I've never seen water that blue. Oh my gosh.
The water is beautiful, like she said. We haven't gotten a chance to play in it yet, but after the meet, you know, then the fun begins. No.
Right, definitely the beach, and our hotel is right off of the beach, so that's awesome. Yesterday we tried to be Baywatch and like do our shakeout on the sand, you know, so we're trying to get a little sample in.
I got two, man. It's a tie between fried lobster and the ladies. So that's all right. We can share.
I like the lobster, man, and I like the water. Yeah.
Yeah, I got two, the weather and the ladies.
See, you meet the ladies by the water.